Hi, this is Saravanan from FESQUARE. The topic for today is why the gold price is increasing like hell and what are the global causes and also the causes inside India for the increase in gold prices. At the end of the video, I'm also talk about why you should invest in gold and what are the advantages of investing in gold. So this video is going to be extremely crucial for all the investors, and if you want to safeguard you from the recession which is on the way, so this video is going to be extremely crucial. So stay tuned with FESQUARE. Let's quickly move into the topic. What are the top 5 reasons for the increase in gold prices? The reason number 1, the interest rate reduction by the US Federal Reserve. The US Federal Reserve is called the Central Bank of USA. In India, we have a central bank called RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Same like the US has a central bank and it is called US Federal Reserve. The US Federal Reserve has decided to reduce the interest rate for dollars in the coming months and also in the end of this year. So what happens ultimately when the interest rate for the dollar is reduced by the central bank? Then definitely the investors who have invested in dollars will take the money out of dollars and put into the gold, because the dollar will not give good interest rate if they invest in gold, as the central bank have decided to reduce the interest rate. So the investors are taking money out of dollars and putting into gold. So this is the reason number 1. This is one of the main reasons for the gold prices. So the US, because of the US Federal Reserve has decided to reduce the interest rate for dollars, the gold prices is greatly increasing. That's the reason number 1. The reason number 2, global uncertainty and economic slowdown. The global uncertainty. The number 1, US-China trade war. There are a lot of trade war happening between US and China after Trump's policies. So a lot of import and export activities between the US and China has greatly affected, and this has led to the affecting the stock market prices in US and China. So because of the trade war, the gold price has been greatly increased because the people are taking money out of the stock market and putting into the gold. That's one of the global uncertainty. Another uncertainty, one of the biggest global uncertainties is Brexit. The Britain moving out of European Union. It has happened in 23rd June 2016, and its impact is greatly increasing year after year, because most of the European companies are having the headquarters in London. Since the Britain has moved out of European Union, lot of conflicts are happening between the European companies which is having its headquarters in London in UK. So the Brexit is having a great impact in gold prices. That's one of the global uncertainty, and the other political tensions in Middle East. Between US and Iran. Recently the US has attacked the oil tankers in Gulf of Oman. So these are the global uncertainties which is greatly affecting gold prices. So because of the global uncertainties, the people have a huge fear and they are taking money out of stock market, money out of currencies, money out of mutual funds, and they're investing into gold. And also there is an economic slowdown happening throughout the world. The manufacturing sector is greatly suffering. In India, especially automobile sector is greatly getting affected. The automobile has lost around 30% of the sales in the July 2019 when compared with the last year July 2018. So the automobile sector is greatly affected in India, and throughout the world the manufacturing sectors and small and medium scale business industries are greatly affected. So the people are fearing about the global recession is coming, so they are taking money out of stock market, mutual funds and currencies, and they're investing into gold. This is the reason number 2 for the increasing gold prices. The global uncertainty and the economic slowdown has greatly increased the gold prices. The reason number 3, increased buying by the central banks. The central banks of India, China, Kazakhstan, Hungary, Poland and Russia have greatly brought gold in the first quarter of 2019 and the second quarter of 2019. All the central banks together have brought around 374 tons of gold. 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilograms. So then think about 374 tons. That means 374 into 1000 kilograms of gold have been brought by these central banks to protect them against the global uncertainty. Why the central banks are buying gold like hell like this? This is because they want to protect against the global uncertainty which is happening between, that is, US and China trade war, and US and Iran political tension, and also the economic slowdown. So every country want to protect themselves. So the central banks of these countries are buying gold like anything. They are buying gold very crazily. So in 2018, the central banks have brought around 651 tons. But this year, it is expected to go above 700 tons of gold. This is one of the main reason of increasing in price of gold prices. That's because the central banks are buying, and it has created a huge demand for gold. So this is one of the main reason for the increasing gold prices. That's the reason number 3. The reason number 4 is weakening of currencies, world currencies. The world currencies, especially dollar and yuan, the currencies of China called yuan, the currencies of US called dollar, they have been greatly depreciated. And recently the China has even depreciated 2% of yuan. And all these reasons, these currencies, the depreciation of currencies made the people to take money out of currencies and put into gold, as the dollar and yuan is greatly depreciating. And also inside India, the rupee is greatly depreciating against dollar. Even though the dollar is depreciating globally, the Indian rupee is greatly depreciating against the dollar. This makes the investor to buy more dollars to buy a gold. So now $1 is equal to 71 to 72 rupees. It is fluctuating around 70 to 72 rupees. This means we need more rupees to buy $1. Previously it was around 65, 67 rupees 2 to 3 years back. Now it has crossed 70 rupees. So it's now if you want to buy $1, you have to spend 72 rupees Indian rupees to buy $1. So this is one of the local reason. Even though the dollar and yuan is depreciating, other central bank currencies also depreciating, but the rupees is even further depreciating. So this is one of the main reason in India, inside India, for the increase in gold prices. The reason number 5 is the increased demand inside India. Inside India, the people are buying gold like anything, because in 2019, if you check the data, in 2019, in the second quarter of 2019, India has brought around 213.2 tons of gold. In that, 44 to 45 tons of gold has been purchased by the Indian investors. The Indian investors are now getting clever, and they know that the stock market and the rupee or the currencies or the mutual funds does not going to save them against the global recession or economic slowdown. So the Indian investors are buying gold like anything. And also the middle class families are also buying gold because of the auspicious days and marriage days, and also they got awareness that gold prices is going to be ever increasing, so they are also buying gold. In India, the demand has greatly increased in the second quarter of 2019, so it is having the greater impact in gold prices inside India. So these are the top 5 reasons. At first, I repeat, the interest rate reduction by the Federal Reserve. Number 2, global uncertainty and global economic slowdown. Number 3, weakening of currencies. Number 4, increased buying by the central banks. Number 5, the increased demand inside India for gold, as Indians are buying gold like anything. So these are the top 5 reasons for the increase in gold prices. So now from these top 5 reasons, what I can conclude, or FESQUARE can suggest to you, is that there's a great economic slowdown happening throughout the world, and India, especially the automobile sector, is having a burst sales impact, and the automobile sector has removed 1 lakh jobs. That means 1 lakh people have lost their job in automobile sectors. right from manufacturing to sales. So, and also a lot of trade war is happening, and political tension is happening. So this is one of the main reason for the increase in gold prices. Now the people have a huge fear over a recession. There are chances for a recession. So if you want to protect you against all these uncertainties, the political tension, the global recession, global economic slowdown, then definitely you should buy gold, because the advantage number one is that the gold protects you against all the global uncertainties and political tensions and economic slowdown. The advantage number two, if you invest in gold, is that it's easily liquidatable. For example, if you have some emergency, you want some cash, then you can easily go and sell the gold. It has the highest liquidity, easily sellable. Even if you have land or house, it is not easily sellable, but the gold is always easily sellable. The reason number three is you can easily get loan against gold for lower interest rates. So these are the top three advantages if you invest in gold. So from all these 5 reasons and also advantages which FESQUARE gave you, definitely you should look to invest in gold. Even if you have small amount of rupees, start to buy gold. So if you start to buy gold in 2019, then if you continue for next 5 years or 10 years, after 10 years, after a decade period, then definitely we'll have a lot amount of gold, and this gold will protect you against all the global economic slowdown, uncertainty, and wars, and also it's highly liquidatable, and also it will give you loan for lower interest rates. So think to buy gold as soon as possible. Even if you have small amount of money, go and invest in gold. So this is my conclusion. Hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed to FESQUARE, please subscribe to my channel. No channel across India will give you this many valuable information for business, finance, investing, and real estate. So please subscribe to my channel and keep watching FESQUARE. With this, signing off from here, Saran from FESQUARE. See you in my next video. Until then, have good care. Bye bye.